what's your favorite scary movie? Not this. Not this at all, actually. This is actually a really rough watch if you have any critical thinking skills. And I know this whole series is a gag, it's a joke, fourth wall breaking, haha. But there's a point where you gotta look at the tires and be like, there's not a lot of tread left on that. Maybe we should swap them out. Which I think is maybe what they did when they had Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. But as you can see with the Palestinian flag back there, they no longer have that because the people behind this movie have really bad opinions, and Melissa Barrera has standards, and I guess Jenna Ortega showed solidarity. I did not show solidarity. I do apologize for that sincerely because this movie is not even justifiable from an artistic front. It's a waste of your time, but I'll talk about that. Okay, so here's my description and my subsequent review. Another entry in the Scream franchise, another Ghostface, or two, or three, or four. How many are there? Is there one? Is there any? There has to be some at least, right? Either way, this time around we're following Sidney Prescott from the first movie. She has a different last name. She's married, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Her husband and her daughter are also involved. Tensions are high in the household as mom's unspoken traumas drive a wedge between her and her daughter. Will the masked assailant or assailants bring the family together or literally rip them apart? What will happen? I don't know. Yeah, so the best part of this movie was the scary movie trailer that preceded the presentation. There was a little like pronoun joke, which, you know, they can be funny, but also they're really cliche at this point. It's just like not really creative most of the time. That one in the scary movie trailer wasn't creative. I was like, what is this? And I was like, what is this? And it started getting funny, and I was like, ah, scary movie, they back. So shout out to them. But Scream 7, I'm gonna get sad again. Scream 7. Scream 7 is an uncontrolled campiness mess. Wait, no. Scream 7 is uncontrolled campiness, empty attempts at nostalgia, and a waste of your time and money. To be honest, you should boycott this movie in solidarity with Mr. Bryan, which I didn't do, so I'm going to skim past that. But yeah, as a fellow film critic, I did feel compelled to see this just because I see everything that's not done by Angel Studios. And this was not done by Angel Studios. A couple of positives. This movie does indeed end eventually, so there is an end. There is an end at the tunnel. There's something to get out of and escape from. And then also the sound design in this is really good. Like, it's impressive. I saw it in Dolby, so Dolby normally sounds fantastic. If the audio engineers did anything during the production, it sounds great. This one though is like surprising. Like I have a note here. Every single slice, stab, punch, and grab are paired with top tier sound effects. And I mean that. Like, there's thuds, there's like, you know, I mean, it's not like Star Wars. That sounds like Star Wars lasers. But there's a lot of stuff sonically, and I really like that. I was like, this is really immersive. If this plot made any sense and the action was fun, I would enjoy this enough to justify me betraying my political ideology. I would have. I wouldn't have had a good night doing it, but I would have done that. But this is just sound effects and maybe 2 or 3 cool kills. Definitely 2. And you know, they're an hour apart, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, this movie doesn't have much. What it's trying to get to is talk about drama, generational trauma, generational trauma and drama that accompanies that, and how, you know, Sidney Prescott not talking about what she's been through is inevitably impacting her daughter, not necessarily her marriage, but like the family unit doesn't feel tight because trauma has not been unpacked. And you have to address it. And, you know, sometimes your past comes back to haunt you because you never faced it. You never faced your fears. And, you know, that last part is not really necessarily the point of the movie, but that's just a life lesson I'm giving you. A little nugget for you, my niglet, whoever you are. I don't know, you're probably not even black. Nobody's watching this. I'm about to end this, by the way. This is not my life. Though, the movie did make me want to... I can't say that because I'm good. I'm happy. I'm good. Shout out to the Beretta, though. The Beretta's a pistol... Bad transition, but the Beretta is also in this movie, and I have 2 of them, and it's a really cool Italian gun, and it's awesome because it's just like in it's in a lot of movies from like the 80s to now, and I just every time I see a gun in a movie, I'm like, that's a Beretta. It's always a Beretta, from Die Hard to Scream 7. Shout out to Beretta in Italy, minus the fascism. But yeah, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. And I think people are going to like this to a degree, more so like the people that, which I did have some in my audience that have like custom made outfits for Scream. One person dressed as Ghostface. Another person had like a jersey saying Scream 2025 on it, or 2026. They had the wrong year. Whatever. They had that on, and a lot of people are invested in this franchise. So if you're happy with this, I'm happy for you. But objectively, not a good movie, and there are some bad things that I like in life as well. So I'm not knocking you for it. 1 out of 10. I mean, don't see it. Don't give them money. They don't deserve your money, and they definitely don't deserve your time. So just go and watch something else. I mean, honestly, anything else is probably better than this. I mean, I like Psycho Killer better than this. And that wasn't good.